So, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Thoughtful Leaders, an initiative under Thoughts on Education by collegemedia.com. Today we have with us Ms. Ramya Ramakrishnan, faculty at Ecore Intuit Lab. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Hi.
Yeah. So, I'd like to begin this session by enlightening our audience with a brief introduction of yours. So, Ms. Ramya is an illustrator, comic artist, and a designer, an alumna of Sir J.J. Institute of Applied Art and National Institute of Design. Ms. Ramya brings with her 9 years of experience. She has worked on mobile apps, graphic novels, game designs, editorial illustrations, and much more, being part of award-winning projects, the latest being a winner in the 2020 Core 77 Design Awards. Ms. Ramya is also visiting faculty at various design institutes and believes in bringing her real-world experience to a learning space. Welcome to the show, ma'am. Beginning with the interview, my first question to you for the day is, you have held key positions at education institutes throughout your professional career. So, kindly let us know what kept you connected with this sector and how has your experience been so far with Ecole Intuit Lab?
My experiences, it started with me as a student, especially at my alma mater, NID in Hyderabad. It was really eye-opening to me in terms of how teachers are connected to the learning experience so intimately. Like, it all really depends on the type of teachers you get, both in their teaching method and them personally. I had really good luck to meet wonderful kinds of teachers in different fields. They didn't just teach me, but also the kind of people that I met after stepping into design field. And one of my mentors encouraged me to give teaching a shot. And that's how I first started with a 1-week course in DJ Academy in Coimbatore. And that one was a very rewarding and very positive first experience. And it gave me an idea of how much I could guide or encourage the students to learn in a very short period of time, and also see their responses to my kind of teaching methods. And that's what made me want to do it again. So I have been teaching as a visiting faculty in a couple of colleges before I started with Ecole. Ecole, especially, what I find is their methodology, which is very particular about bringing people who practice in the real field to come and teach. I find that very aligned with my own thinking, because I think that real world experience is quite important. Keep in touch with for the teachers, and that's how the students are going to get it as well. It gives them a more real learning experience, not just academic. And it also helps me plan more realistic assignments, me having some link to the client experiences or the world of actual real projects. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So this brings me to the next question. Being the faculty here at Ecole Intuit Lab, could you please explain your roles and responsibilities towards the students?
So I am the faculty for 2 subjects for first year gaming art designers at Ecole, that is exterior drawing and illustration. Taken by themselves, these subjects are quite vast, but I have focused on these with the specific goal of them being game designers, and with the constraint of how they're going to apply it to these students in their future careers. I consider my responsibilities to train them not just in technicalities, but in ways of thinking, in ways of seeing, having a broad-minded approach to their work. I also add in a dose of storytelling, because I think that's eventually what they're going to do. Storytelling is almost a business now, but the art of telling stories through games and gameplay, and not just say written prose or audio things. That's how I'm kind of taking this.
Okay, ma'am. So my next question to you is, how does the curriculum here in this institute ensures that the students are being prepared for the future?
The curriculum of Ecole is different because each teacher brings their own experiences and contribute to even designing the objectives and the learning objectives for the students. It is put together with a class teacher who's a subject matter expert as well, and bringing so many inputs based on practice and experience. That makes, I think, the curriculum much more current, evolving with the times, and it keeps the students and their learning more relevant, especially in this kind of fast-paced time where things are changing quite constantly.
Okay, ma'am. So my next question is actually in continuation to previous question. How do you try to bring in practical approach towards a subject and make it industry oriented for the students?
My method is usually learning by doing. That's what I believe in. There are, of course, classes where I am actively teaching or giving some kind of demo. But once basics are covered, it's about the student doing the work and learning in their own way. They run ideas past me, developing their vision, and it's very iterative. We keep on having feedback sessions so that they can get some critiques on their work and they can improve it and keep going. This makes them, I think, more familiar with also what kind of happens in the real world, that it's not that I have one great idea and I just take it from start to finish in one shot. It is a more agile process, and I think this helps them be less precious about their work. It's not about that one great drawing that I did, but about getting the practice of consistently being able to come up with good ideas, being able to tell when my idea is good or not, or how can I improve what I've thought of, and things like that. So that's why I think it's very practical. Of course, the assignments themselves have to be kind of fresh or interesting. So that's my challenge, to keep myself current with the trends, with what they are interested in, and keep them on their toes.
Okay, ma'am. So my next question to you is, what are the interventions and other approaches you bring in apart from the curriculum to train or directly teach to students?
So I take the curriculum as a guide, and the idea is the method of getting the curriculum across can be so many. I think even if the same curriculum were given to 5 different teachers, we would get 5 different methods. And in my case, especially this year, having been pretty much 100% online, the challenges have been quite unique, I think, this year. What I have tried to do is use technology as much as possible, like for showing some demos or showing how to do some handwork, especially in an art or creativity related field. Sometimes it's also important to show the doing part and not just the thought process. I have had a quite extensive setup of having a camera for the work, having a camera for me, having students work along with me when I am having a class or a demo and things like that. And I also try to come up with interesting, sprinkles of little different things happening in the class. It's not just one thing from start to end, but something to keep them engaged. Really want to encourage them to come for the class, not feel like bunking it. So that's my modus operandi.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. So my next question to you is, what do you see as the greatest strengths of Ecole Intuit Lab?
I think the way Ecole brings together its curriculum and the teachers, that's one of their greatest strengths. They really give a lot of freedom to the teachers to contribute their ideas, their thoughts. I think that's really unique, and that's what makes this curriculum stronger. It makes different techniques work together, and of course, like I said, we have the class teacher who kind of ties it all together. We can consult among each other and with the class teacher to make sure each subject stays relevant to the next, and that helps us keep it really fresh.
Okay, ma'am. So my last question to you for the day is, what are some of the biggest challenges you personally see for both higher education in general and for the institute specifically?
I think the biggest challenge today is the speed at which things change, really rapid. That brings great challenges to both professionals and educators, because if you're educating without having a toe in the real world, you get a little lost. And the person working in the real world also has to have a reminder how they were students once and how difficult the learning space can be as well. So with Ecole, especially where they are trying to be in this space between practice and learning, professional practice and learning, I think that's where the challenge lies, to keep it balanced and not go too much into academia or too much into just the doing without consideration for them as students. And end of the day, I think all of the things we learn are supporting actors to the show, which is design thinking. What we are trying to do is focus on the concepts, design thinking as a tool. And those things, that's going to outlast, being popular with the trends or following what's cool right now or what's on Instagram or social media. Few years back, it was Orkut, then Facebook, then Instagram. Those things are going to change, but the methodology will not. So a favorite question of mine to ask the students is, what are we creating for? Are we just here to make something pretty and trendy, or are we here to make something functional, which also has aesthetic sense? One of the things recently that I read, which was interesting or probably controversial, I don't know if you've heard, there was a survey in a Singapore newspaper last year about essential and non-essential jobs in the pandemic. And artists came out as the top number one non-essential job in that survey. It was quite shocking to me because without artists, just imagine, and I put everything together, designers, creative people, artists, in the same bracket. Where is that infographic which came in the newspaper? Where are those annual reports which make complicated numbers and easy to understand? Where are those graphic novels which are teaching young children about their reproductive health or giving hours of entertainment to adults? Where are those Netflix shows and everything, all the games, comics, videos that we are consuming right now? We are the creators of those worlds, and we are as essential as as can be. Yeah. So I think keeping that in mind. Yeah. And as educators, therefore, I think that's our biggest challenge. How do we not fall down the rabbit hole of exciting, but also remain essential?
Thank you very much, ma'am. This was certainly an insightful session.
And it became a very long answer, and sorry about that.
Yeah. So everyone, this was Ms. Ramya Ramakrishnan, Professor at Ecole Intuit Lab, on today's episode of Thoughtful Leaders, an initiative under Thoughts on Education by collegepreneur.com. So thank you very much, ma'am, for giving us your time, speaking to us amidst your busy schedule.
No problem. Thank you so much, Arvind.
It was a pleasure talking to you, ma'am. We look forward to interact with you again.